over in these fields we had our a lot of our greens were planted here, and we have our salad that we just cut for our Thanksgiving sale. And as you can see, it's already starting to grow back, and the lettuce can actually last all winter. And some other crops like the mustard greens over here, they're really good when they're small in salads. They spice up salads, and then once they get a little bit larger like that, they do really well getting sautéed briefly and added into other meals. And throughout the summer, we usually have 2 to 4 crops in each one of these beds. We like to keep everything as full as possible and as productive as possible. So in these beds, we had radishes, carrots, kale, chard, and green beans just in one little small area. And since the frosts and the freezes have come, the only crop left is the kale we have here. Some kohlrabi. And we had a lot of success last year growing garlic. So garlic is one of the few vegetables that you actually plant in the fall. So we had a lot of student volunteers out here in the fall, and we have 2 beds of garlic fully planted. So it's about 300 row feet of garlic that we'll be able to harvest and cure dry, and then we can sell it throughout the year. It's one of the great crops that we'll keep, so you don't have to sell it all at once like tomatoes that are going to rot after a week. So the students last year, they said garlic was the favorite thing we grew, so everybody's really excited about how it'll turn out this year. We have twice as much. And here we have collards. Collards is another member of the brassica family, like kale and the kohlrabi over there. And this will actually overwinter too, and it'll be harvestable all winter. And actually the collards and the greens, and actually radishes and carrots and beets too, get sweeter as the frosts come and as the freezes come. The sugars will begin to concentrate, and the flavors just get much better as the cold weather comes in. So these are called cold crops or cold crops. The brassicas, they're all from mostly Northern Europe, and they're great crops for the spring and winter. And then over in these fields we had lots of tomatoes and peppers. We grew over 1,200 pounds of tomatoes this year and about 500 pounds of peppers. So very productive, and we're looking to rotate everything. In organic farming, we have rotation methods to help maintain fertility and keep pests down. So if you plant the same crops year over year in the same spot, they're going to extract nutrients from the same soil profile and eventually deplete the soil, and overwintering insects and funguses and molds will actually have no chance or no problem reinfecting your crops. So rotating all of our crops, so each year the farm looks very different with how everything's arranged and placed and laid out, in order to account for the fact that in organic farming we don't use harsh reactionary chemicals, insecticides and pesticides and fungicides. So we really just focus on prevention here and making sure that the healthier our soil, the healthier our plants, and the healthier we are as a result.